Hello and welcome to this English news lesson. My name is Stuart. In these lessons, the objective is to help you learn about current events in English, to help you improve your vocabulary, obviously, and some grammar structures, and also to increase your knowledge of current events in English. Today we are going to look at articles from India and also from South Korea. So let's go. Now, the first article that we're looking at today is related to a problem in India regarding their currency. And we can see here from the headline that India allows 250,000 rupee withdrawals for wedding expenses. Okay, so India allows 250,000 rupee withdrawals for wedding expenses. Now the key word from the headline would be withdrawal. If you go to the bank, you withdraw money. You take money out of the bank. You withdraw it, okay? For wedding expenses in India. So we can see here from the sub-headline, as country grapples with chaotic abolition of high-value notes, the central bank says cash can be taken out if there's proof of wedding. So if you can prove that you have a wedding or that you have to pay for a wedding in India, you are allowed to withdraw this quantity of cash. If not, perhaps no. So as the country grapples with, if you grapple with something, let's have a look at the definition here. So to grapple with something means to engage in a close fight or struggle, okay? So India is struggling with this problem, with chaotic abolition of high value notes. So an abolition is where you abolish something, and it's chaotic, meaning that it is quite out of control, a chaotic abolition. Central bank says cash can be taken out if there is proof of wedding. So you have to prove that you have a wedding. Let's have a look at the main part of the article. India's central bank has said people can withdraw up to 250,000 rupees, which is £2,900, for wedding related expenses, and the wedding is on or before the 30th of December. Okay, so they can withdraw this amount for wedding related expenses provided they submit adequate proof. So you submit adequate proof of something, and if the wedding is on or before the 30th of December. The cash withdrawals would be allowed out of the account balance as it's stood on close of business on 8th of November, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, said in a statement on Monday. So the cash withdrawals would be allowed, passive tense, out of the account balance as it stood on close of business 8th of November. So if you had that money in your bank account at the close of business, COB, on the 8th of November, you would be allowed to take that money out for weddings. On the 8th of November, Narendra Modi abruptly abolished 501,000 rupee notes, which accounted for 86% of cash in circulation. The move was aimed at cracking down on the shadow economy, but has brought India's cash economy to a virtual standstill. So there's a few things we need to look at here. Abruptly. She abruptly abolished. Now, if you do something abruptly, let's have a look in the dictionary. If you do something abruptly, we can see here that it is sudden or unexpectedly. Okay, abruptly. She abolished these rupee notes, the 501,000 rupee notes, which accounted for 86% of cash in circulation. So all of the money that was circulating in India, 86% was in 500 or 1,000 rupee notes. The move was aimed at cracking down. If you crack down on something, that means that you become more strict regarding that. The government uses its resources to try to fix the problem. You crack down on it. On the shadow economy. The shadow economy. Shadow economy, black economy, illegal economy, okay? The unofficial economy of a country, the shadow economy, the cash economy, let's say, which has brought India's cash economy to a virtual standstill. Okay, if you bring something to a standstill, it means that it doesn't work properly or it doesn't move anymore. So the cash economy has been brought to a standstill because the government is trying to crack down on the shadow economy. Let's have a look at this last paragraph. The Prime Minister's decision to withdraw the high-value bills in the middle of the wedding and seed sowing season has drawn widespread criticism from Indians forced to queue at banks to exchange bills or without cash to pay for goods and services. So the decision to withdraw, to remove the high-value bills in the middle of the wedding and seed sowing season. So in India now it is the wedding season. It's when people get married, and it's also when they sow their seeds, meaning that they put the seeds in the ground for the crops. Has drawn widespread criticism. You draw criticism for something from Indians forced to queue. If you queue, you stand in a line at a bank, you queue to exchange bills or without cash to pay for goods and services. So obviously the problem with the shadow economy in India was getting out of control. The government felt that they needed to do something to stop this shadow economy, so they decided to withdraw, to take out of circulation the 500 and 1,000 rupee note, and it has caused chaos as a consequence in India. People are without these notes for the cash economy. Okay, so a problem in India. Now let's go to South Korea. Now the next article is Choi-gate. Choi-gate. South Korean president's approval rating tanks at 4%. Now, Choi-gate. When we use the word gate in English, normally in a political context, it's because of a scandal. There was Watergate, there was, I think, Lewinsky-gate for Bill Clinton. There were many other gates, scandals, political scandals, and this is a Choi-gate. South Korean president's approval rating tanks at 4%, meaning that it has fallen or dropped rapidly. So a rapid decline to hit bottom, okay, at 4%. Park Geun-hye records worst ever polling figures for the country's presidency after friend Choi Soon-sil was charged with corrupt influence over government. So a political scandal involving the Prime Minister, or the presidency, I suppose, of South Korea, and one of her colleagues who happens to be the woman here in the picture, as we can see. So the worst ever polling figures where you ask people about the popularity of the president, you do a poll, okay, after friend was charged with corrupt influence over government, okay, so a corruption scandal in South Korea at the end of the day. Let's have a look at the main part of the article. South Korean President Park Geun-hye's approval rating fell to 4% among a deepening political crisis. So the political crisis is getting deeper and deeper, worse and worse, marking an all-time low for any democratically elected leader in the country, according to a Gallup Korea polling. Okay, so an all-time low. A Korean leader has never been so unpopular as this one. Fears of policy paralysis prompted by the political crisis also dealt a blow to consumer confidence, which fell to its lowest in more than 7 years in November, South Korea's central bank said. So fears of policy paralysis, meaning that the government will be able to enact new policies prompted by the political crisis, dealt a blow to consumer confidence. So you deal a blow, it means that you damage consumer confidence. Remember that consumer confidence is fundamental for economies nowadays. Consumers have to have the confidence to spend money, consumer confidence, which fell to its lowest in more than 7 years. Park's presidency has been rocked or shaken by allegations that a close friend used her ties to the leader to meddle in state affairs and wield improper influence. Prosecutors investigating the case have indicted her friend Choi Soon-sil, and are seeking to question the president about her role in the scandal. Let's have a look. So, Park's presidency has been rocked by allegations that a close friend used her ties to the leader to meddle. Let's have a look at the meaning of to meddle. It means to interfere unduly with something that is not one's concern. So you meddle in somebody's affairs, okay? You meddle in them. And wield improper influence. Let's have a look at the meaning of wield. To have or to be able to use power or influence, okay? To have and use that power, to wield the power. So the investigating case have indicted her friend, Choi Soon-sil, and are seeking to question the president about her role in the scandal, okay, the role in the scandal. So the Korean president has a problem with a friend of hers. So this could be a problem for them. So again, corruption affecting democratically elected leaders in the world. One of the biggest problems we have in democratic countries is corruption, and South Korea in this sense is no exception. Thank you very much for watching the news lesson. Remember to leave a comment or question below. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.